Hello everybody, and welcome to the very first episode of AIM Vlog. This is the official vlog of Africa Inland Mission, where we will connect you through your computer screen to real-life people working in Christian missions. Here, we will explore some of the wonderful and daring yet highly misunderstood world of missionaries. For this first episode, we're exploring the question, why send missionaries? No, really. Why send missionaries? Don't we have enough problems here at home? I mean, the church is in great need right here in North America. Why send our trained leadership away? To answer this question, we're taking you to the office of Charlie McCordic, team missionary and missiologist at Heritage College and Seminary in Cambridge, Ontario. So Charlie, why send missionaries?
Well, first of all, we obviously accept that when the New Testament tells us that there is no other name given among men by which we may be saved, we recognize that there's a unique position of the person of Christ, that He is the only answer to mankind's needs. So that's there. And so hopefully as Christians we accept that. I mean, that's part of accepting what God has said in His Word. On top of that, when I look at that, I look as well at when people speak to me of the great needs that are here, and I think that we're in great danger. In the past, sometimes we have been guilty of ignoring things within our backyard that for the sake of the gospel at the ends of the earth, and we weren't connected. And the Great Commission really is about beginning here at our back door and doing that all the way to the end. And there's just as much a danger in doing the ends of the earth and not doing something local as there is in just focusing on local and never getting to the ends of the earth. In any Bible college or seminary, 90% or more of the people in that seminary or Bible college are going to minister to people right within their own culture. In other words, the 10% of the world or less. And that leaves the rest of the world, that 90%, to be reached by the less than 10% that are willing to go. And I have huge problems with those figures. To me there's something unjust about that. There's something incredible to me that somebody can be born, can grow up, can get married, raise their family, grow old, and die without effectively ever encountering a witness of Jesus Christ in a living, breathing Christian. That image was pounded into my head in 1987 when I drove from Paris across the Sahara Desert to N'Djamena in Chad. And I can remember in the middle of the Sahara driving into an oasis in the middle of nowhere, and there we were in this little town, and the car would be surrounded by all these children who would cry out to us, give me 10 dinars or give me a pen or something, a gift, from the white guy or whatever. And I was thinking, these kids are probably never going to ever effectively hear the gospel. I mean, in some sense, there's at least a third of the world, of the 7 billion people in the world, maybe close to half, who still cannot say, I know a Christian, I've met a Christian, in any shape or form. And to me that says that we have to be out doing it, even while we remain concerned about the needs immediately on our doorstep as well. That when you look at the Bible, if you want to look at an abiding theme through the Bible, one theme that unites Scripture from beginning to end, start out in the Garden of Eden when God is dealing with Adam and Eve and the serpent after they sinned. And He's saying basically all of your offspring, Eve, are affected by sin. Every one of you. Every one of them. And I'm going to send a Redeemer for every single one of those. And then you take the story right from the garden through Genesis chapter 11, where people are scattered to the ends of the earth at the Tower of Babel. Genesis chapter 12, where God speaks to Moses and says, I'm blessing you so that you can be a blessing to the nations, all those families of the earth. And then the story of it through the Old Testament, Israel is meant to be a lighthouse. Israel loses her privilege because she is not a lighthouse. She is scattered herself. Jonah fights against going to Assyria and only goes because he is finally burped up by a whale, and then to arrive in that to the time of Christ saying, this is meant to be here, but not stopping here. It's meant to go to the ends of the earth, and finding that amazing vision in Revelation chapter 7, where every tribe and tongue and nation is there before the throne. Not one clan or family missing. That to me says that that's the unifying theme. Missions is the unifying theme of the whole Bible. God's pursuit of the nations. And so I can't ignore it. I've got to be part of it. Absolutely.
I can't ignore it. I've got to be a part of it. The words of Charlie McCordic, missiologist at Heritage College and Seminary in Cambridge, Ontario. Thank you, Charlie, for your insight. If God's heart is for the nations, I hope that mine can be too. I know here at Africa Inland Mission, we're excited to be just a small part of God's great plan for the nations. Thank you for watching, everyone. And remember, God's heart is for the nations.